We hadn't started yet. It's a shame.
I know, that'd have been perfect.
Perfect.
That's
all right.
Sorry I let you all down.
It's really upsetting. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here of the Wish You Were Beer Show. If you're unfamiliar with us, this is a beer show that we do every Thursday night, live at 8 p.m. Eastern. Despite what the internet says sometimes, it's always at 8 p.m. Eastern.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes we just change it up. I like to wonder. I wonder how many people have been waiting an hour for this to start.
Just me, actually. I was the only one confused by it. That's why I just made that clarification so I could re-embed it in my brain. That's when this show starts. If you are watching us for the first time or the millionth time, then obviously you probably know we have social media. It's all down at the bottom of the page there. Make sure you go visit all of our different social medias. Come play along with us on TikTok, Instagram. We're even on X occasionally, but pretty few and far between at this point. I think we keep getting kicked off.
It's because we keep referring to it as Twitter.
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah, actually.
Yeah. We're shadow banned over there.
Shadow. That's one of my favorite internet terms that I don't think we have enough of a following. I would never know if we were shadow banned. Like,
I think it's just a term people like to use who like as an excuse as to why no one sees their stuff. Shadow banned.
I can.
You have 6 followers. You're not shadow banned. All right.
You're socially banned because no one was interested to begin with.
No one actually likes you.
I love it.
Checks out.
If you're unfamiliar with this, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. That's Phil. If you are really unfamiliar with us, make sure you go to wishyouwerebeershow.com. That's where you can find a good litany of all of our past episodes, some beer blogs, a great merch store. If you want to support the show, go buy a shirt, buy us a beer. There's a tab for that as well. We're going to drink beer anyway, but it's kind of nice sometimes when it's free.
It is fun when it's free.
It is.
Makes it taste
that
better.
Yeah.
No, it 100% tastes better.
When people send us beer, their score tends to be slightly higher on this show, I've noticed.
So you're telling people they can bribe us?
I didn't say it
explicitly. Yeah. However, free beer is exciting. We even got surprise free beer in the mail, and I talked about that for weeks. I was so excited.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with that episode, we did a non-alcoholic beer called Momentum Brewing, which was new to the market. So they actually just sent us beer to our doorstep without ever meeting us or knowing us, hoping that we would try it and talk about it. And we ended up doing an episode with Lars. So if you get a chance to go check that out, it was a lot of fun.
And it was the best non-alcoholic beer I've ever had. Like, it tasted like beer.
It was really good.
Yeah.
He went off and did Beer in Front after that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, which was great. Beer in Front's another good friend of ours, Dave, who runs a podcast. We end up having a lot of crossover guests because we've known each other for a while now. So
keep sending them back and forth.
We keep sending each other back and forth.
Did y'all see Dave on he posted a video today of he's making hop water from scratch right now?
Yeah, he said, "Welcome to another Beer in Front experiment." I was like,
I love the like pure professionalism from Dave all the time.
Mm-hmm. It is a trip, man. No, speaking of the devil, somebody's ears were burning.
There he
is. There he is.
Man, the myth.
Dave, how's your hop water going? I'm interested. Can you send me a case?
Yeah, can you send me a case? So tonight we do have a guest, a blast from the past, if you will, on the show with us this evening. So I don't want to spend too much time dicking around when we got better things to do.
It's a blast from
look at you. Look at you. We are going to gloss over beer news tonight, but we did have a video that I'm sure if you keep up with any beer Instagrams or anything like that has made the rounds. But it's what in the industry they call a brewery baptism or baptism by beer. Mm-hmm. When you fuck around and pull the wrong plug on a tank that's got a lot of beer in it. If you haven't seen this video, it's fantastic. Phil's going to play it for us.
All right, here it goes.
God, I love this so much. Just hanging out with my friends.
My favorite is this guy who comes in to try to help. You all right, dude?
Should I get a towel?
Oh, no, I'm getting wet.
God, it's gold.
It is again.
It's gold. So if you haven't kept up on the show, we did a beer with Tradition Brewing a while back ago now, and Tiffany and I got to brew with them, with Kevin and Abby, and they work on a manifold system, so you're constantly swapping hoses between the different manifolds to get them to go different places. So there's all these little beer clasps that you just quick disconnects, take on and take off. I disconnected the one behind the one that the hose was connected to, which means everything coming out of the mash tun is coming directly at me instead of being sealed off.
Usually there's two, so you have basically one shut off. Yeah.
So I got a little soaked on that event, and it was a blast.
Only mild first degree burns.
Yeah,
so
my legs did okay, but
Just another Saturday.
Yeah, just standard Saturday. I'm excited for tonight's show. We are going to be doing another talk about a specific hop. We're going to be doing the Grüngeist hop tonight. We are going to be playing trivia as well through Kahoot. So that Kahoot code is up in the top of the chat. We'll roll it on the screen with some regularity as well till we get there. But more exciting than that, we're going to have some friends join us tonight that were on our show somewhat early in the game, and that we've actually been lucky enough to spend some time with in real life as well, which is always fun.
It is fun.
That is fun. And so, Phil, I think you have like a special guest thing. I don't know. We didn't do any of this last week. I don't know how this works.
I think we did roll the special guest thing last
Yeah,
week.
we did. Yeah, you're right.
We didn't do a lot of other things, but we at least did that.
All right, Shojo, that's your cue when we come out of this.
You're coming on.
Yo!
I'm so glad your dog could make it.
What?
Oh, and
he's just trying to get to my beer. That's all.
That checks out.
The reason he's there.
so I'm gonna put him down real quick because I gotta show it off.
I thought I saw that shirt.
The original.
Yes.
The OG.
I love it. So
I still got it.
Who
This thing
are unfamiliar.
This thing started in Portland, Oregon, and now it's in St. Martin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And in Miami too.
So on the episode that we had Shojo on originally, Phil was actually in Portland and had just gone to a Portland Pickles baseball game where he had received this beautiful cup,
if you will.
It's a beer bat.
And for a very long time, we had a running "does it bat" joke as to if beers were great, and Shojo's beer definitely it batted.
It batted. Can we say that?
It really did. Tonight, I'm going to find out if Desperado's Mojito bats.
Oh, God.
Stay tuned for that.
Okay.
I'm going to go with it doesn't. That's just going out on a wild limb here.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You might find a weird banger at the St. Martin gas station. Yeah. I doubt it. No, I'm glad you guys were able to make it back on. I know it's been a while since we've seen you. Well, I mean, I see you online all the time, but that doesn't really count. You know, it's not real.
When are you guys planning on coming back to Miami?
Good question.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Actually, I got to get down to North Carolina. My younger brother had a baby, and I'm thinking about making like a full round trip and doing like a whole thing of it. So hopefully soon. I mean, obviously we got to get down there to see you guys, especially with the brick and mortar.
Yeah,
and we have some exciting news that we will drop at the end of the show.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Drop it now.
Oh, we're gonna drop it now.
Teaser.
Yeah.
Save it to the end.
We have our we're gonna be having our grand opening March 8th. We are extending the space, so we're gonna have more room for fun.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Dude, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's exciting. And I'm excited. You know, we had your original beer, and obviously you guys are heavy in the sake game as well, and spend a lot of time in that world. I also love that style of alcohol, if you will. So I'm really excited to come down there and try quite a few of them, if you will.
Yeah, we have plenty. So we're ready for you whenever you're ready.
You know, I don't typically drink a lot in public. I try to keep my wits about me and stay respectful.
Totally. Sure.
They did drink with us.
I
don't
know.
if you remember.
We were all drinking that day.
Yeah.
We had some quotes, I think, from you.
Oh, God.
I believe
That
they're
is
still
funny.
in my notepad.
Oh my God.
So what are you doing with this new space? What's going to be a part of it?
So the original spot that we have now is how many square feet?
I mean, the floor plan says 1,100 square feet, but we do have a lot of that blocked off because that's where the brew house is located.
Yeah.
So, like right now, you know, bless up when we have our like really packed nights, it can get like really cramped. Like we've organized it in a way and made a lot of room for people to sit and enjoy and hang out. But you know, the space next door, it's gonna really open it up more.
Yeah, it's double the size, and next door we're going to make it into an arcade dive bar.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Awesome. I'm a big fan of that.
Now, are you guys? Was there another business there originally, or is it like has it been a vacant lot?
Both spots are really funny. So like the space we're in now originally used to be the like
It was a meadery.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
before that it was like
before that it used to be like an underground club.
yeah like graffiti and like they did like open mics and like DJ sets and all these things there. Then it turned into the meadery after that, and then we took over that space and made it our own. And the space before, since the 1970s,
No, the space next door.
the one where the one that we're moving into, since the 70s was a vacuum repair shop. And the dude only just recently closed like a couple months ago.
And to give you a perspective of how old the place was, he used to have a poster outside, and the sign had his phone number, but it didn't have an area code.
It was
That's
just
how
seven digits. 7 digits.
That's great.
God, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
God, so
I
like
probably
a sew and vac type of place. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And what's even crazier is people still come trying to get their
They're
vacuums.
like, they're like, oh no, the guy closed. And I'm like, what kind of vacuum do you have that you have to take it to a repair shop? Like,
Yeah.
This is true.
It's a Kirby.
The nice part is though, now that you have that secondary space, when those people wander in looking for and are upset about their vacuum cleaner repair guy,
it's like, relax, bro. Just have a drink. It's
you can
fine.
console them adequately.
Yes.
Like, here.
This will help you and your sorrows.
You should start hanging up like dead vacuum cleaners from
I
the
was
ceiling.
gonna say that we
We
should put
were-
a vacuum cleaner somewhere, but like old ones. Like
Yeah.
the older the better. Not the ones that you buy now on Amazon or like
Yeah.
the ones that don't even need electricity. No, like the old ones.
No, you're
the ones that
talking
come
about
with
the
like the
canister
paper
with the
filter.
hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it has a 60 feet later, there's like the
Yeah.
actual handheld
Yeah.
thing. You got to drag it around the corner.
Yeah.
There was like
Experience with
they
this.
had bought or they had rented those like big like trailers for trash when they were emptying out the space. We should have just like took some of those back.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. We'll find something. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll find something. I'll build you some fake vacuums that look old. You know.
When someone comes to bring their vacuum in, just be like, "Oh, we'll take that off your hands."
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
100%.
We
I
can't
love
fix it. Sorry.
I love it.
Your grandma doesn't need it anymore anyway.
Now, so it's been a while since you guys have been on the show. We've started doing a couple of different things here on the show now. I do want to roll the Kahoot game pen code again. So with our trivia, we do a live trivia now through Kahoot. So if you want to play trivias with us, if you're watching in the chat, just go to the Kahoot app, sign in with the game pen there, and set up your team name. We're gonna jump into trivia here in a few minutes. So give you adequate time to come up with a clever name that's not just baby. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, this is perfect. But does it vac?
Oh,
Yeah. God, I hate it.
I'm so
Oh
mad.
no!
We're gonna be making a neon sign that just says
Does it back.
Only people who know the history of the building will even get it. Everyone will be so confused. Like, what the hell does that mean?
What does it
Funny.
mean?
Fantastic. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing trivia. We decided this month to do individual hops on every episode. And when I reached out to y'all had recommended the Grüngeist hop, which I'm not terribly familiar with. So I'll be interested to see and kind of hear a little bit more from your perspective of a beer that you've brewed with it anyway, kind of your experience with it, and tell me if I'm an idiot with how wrong I am at the trivia that I made, because that's historically accurate.
Oh my god.
I'm excited because
you nailed
when
it. You nailed the questions that I mean, am I allowed to talk about that? The questions?
No, because you're gonna give the answers away.
No, I'm not gonna actually talk about the specific questions, but the ones that we previewed, they were
Good. Thank you.
and the answers were all correct.
Okay, that's always the big thing. 'Cause sometimes I put these together and like we have a brewer on or somebody like that, and they're like, that's kind of a gray area. I think that could be A or C. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, help me out, man. Like, just.
We sent these to you before. You could have.
Did you read your emails? The answer is no.
The answer is no.
Most people do not.
Oh, Phil just
cool.
bringing up your website.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was checking it out, so I figured I'd see
So
what's
right
going on at
there,
Shojo's Dojo.
Yeah,
Yep.
that tab right there that says events, that's actually the can of the Grüngeist hop that we used. And like
okay.
the little like skeletons that you see, like that's basically like the logo that they use for the hop, right?
Yep. Speaking of merch as well, you guys sent us merch originally that still holds up to this day, which is always crazy because anytime we get merch from a beer place, especially if they just send it to us, half the time it's like it really falls apart,
Or it's like
it's like the cheapest.
Oh my god, no.
No.
We thrive on how like one thing that people always tell us about all of the shirts that we've ever released. They're like, oh my god, I'm always excited when you drop merch and especially shirts because they're so soft. And I'm like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Danny.
we specifically are so picky with like the quality of the shirts, or like even this is a brand new bucket hat that we dropped.
Yeah.
The bucket hats are very great material. They're not hard. They're soft. They don't make your head itchy or you don't sweat. You know, like it's good material. Like we're picky on that. I feel like because if you're wearing it, I want you to feel good and like I want it to last. It's free marketing, you know?
That's the name of the game.
Yep.
I know this hat has gotten worn the hell out. That's for sure.
Oh,
Is there
you're gonna
a
love.
Shojo
you're gonna
Dojo
love the
Speedo coming out?
Oh yeah,
Speedo?
absolutely.
A
Absolutely.
Shojo Dojo Speedo.
Are you
That's-
using a vending machine? So what's funny is that we have a vending machine in our tap room because in Japan, there's vending machines everywhere where you can just grab alcohol wherever you want and just drink it while you're walking. So we have a vending machine inside just to give the Japan feel to people. And we actually put have you ever seen the picture of him and his butt with the pink Speedo? So we have
Can't
a
forget
picture
it.
of in the tap room, and we are selling that specific Speedo that he was wearing in the picture for people to buy for $50. And people walk in and they're like, only $50? And I'm like, buy it. If you think it's such
Gotta
a
make it
steal.
affordable.
Somebody's got to pay for this vacuum cleaner shop. Damn it. Buy a Speedo. Oh, I love it.
Funny.
All right, we're going to be getting into trivia. So again, Kahoot, if you haven't joined yet or you're looking to play, make sure you sign in through that. Come up with a team name that's not morally aggressive.
It's going great so far. You should see it.
I don't know what that means.
The name.
Let's get it.
I want to know.
Your
Total-
guys' cuts are awesome.
We've really stepped it up a notch around here, you know.
And by that, I mean I've drank a shit ton more beer, and Phil has done some actual decent work on graphics.
Ugh, it's about time.
I love it. Well, again, we're going to do some trivia. We'll spend some time talking about some of these in between as well. If you didn't get a chance to join Kahoot, you can always play along in the comment section as well. So it's probably going to go a little bit quick for the comment section, though. But just remember with Kahoot, it's not only about getting the right answer, but how quickly you get it. You get points for both of those. There's a slight delay of when the questions pop up or when you'll hear them talking to us about. So don't swear at me in the comments about, well, the timing was off and I couldn't guess fast enough.
It's actually a
Oh my
benefit to them
Right.
because they'll see the question.
Yeah, that's right.
before.
I'm just saying the internet's full of shit like that. So
Okay.
just everybody relax. Let's have fun and talk about fucking beer. It's not rocket science.
And you can join in the middle of trivia, but you will just not have as many points.
Yeah, you will be. If one of these people is not you, Gabriel, I'm very upset at you. You have hurt me today. Right. Phil,
Are you ready?
do you know how this works?
Apparently, yeah. I think
I
I
don't
hit
know.
start.
He's like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. We didn't even do it last week because Phil wasn't here and I was so scared of trying it.
Oh my god.
90s Grüngeist. That's gold. All right, so the Grüngeist hop originates from Germany, but what does the name translate to in English? Is it ghostly head, lavender ghost, green ghost? Damn, quick off the draw. That's just Vero. Vero did her homework.
Damn.
Everyone saw the can logo that we just showed from there.
That's true.
That
That's
did
true. That
help.
wasn't.
I was gonna say, oops.
No, that was a solid
Spoiler
hint.
alert.
Yeah, it was a good hint without giving it away.
Yeah, I thought that was like a nice in-between plug. I wanted it to be lavender ghost just because it didn't make
Dude,
any
it
sense.
sounds so nice.
Yeah. That sounds like a random beer I would brew, like some just
Lavender Ghost.
terrible IPA called Lavender Ghost.
I get it.
Now, do we know why it's green ghost? I mean, I assume the green is the hop, but what's any idea what the ghost part is of this?
So, Grüngeist just literally translates to green ghost. Some hop names are really weird, and it just decided to go with it. Grüngeist, from my understanding, it's mostly used for an aromatic hop, and I guess they decided like, oh, it's so
It's
green
aromatic.
after the fact.
It
and
just
it's so
floats like
aromatic.
a
It just
ghost.
floats like a ghost. And then went with green ghost.
Mari, I want you to be responsible for describing all hops going forward.
Okay.
Just like a ghost.
It just floats.
And what color is it? Green. Green ghost. Got it.
Next question.
Let's see what we got going here.
Oh, good. We got more people who have logged
Bad
in.
at Timmy.
Hey.
Arctic Octopus.
Oh,
20.
that.
Love it.
What?
It's probably just the just whatever name
Yeah.
it gave them.
No baby tonight. She was washing dishes and picking up toys. Okay, that checks out.
Thank goodness your baby does chores.
That'd be nice.
Our kids don't, and they're definitely not babies.
All right, so the Grüngeist hop is typically used in the late boil additions dry hopping for what purpose? And if you were actually paying attention, you should have already answered this. Aroma, flavor, color, or none of the above. I always want one to be none of the above. Just to really fuck up trivia, you know?
Or
Okay.
all of the above. How about that?
All of the above is another good one. Yeah, so Mari touched on this, but it is definitely an aroma hop. So similar like what we talked about in our previous two hops. You get some that are used more as a bittering agent and some that are added at different portions more for the aromas. Now, granted, you can, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can use them really for either or, depending on when you put them in and how heavily you're making your additions. Is that correct or incorrect?
It's a gray area.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Fucking jackpot.
So the only reason I'm saying that is because the more aromatic hops, they'll be low in alpha acid, so you won't get as much of that bittering agent. And those really high bittering hops, are mostly used in the beginning of the boil. 1 for bittering and 2 for like protection against like bacteria and stuff. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could we could have hit and obviously it would taste and smell different. We could have hit the beer and the boil like at, we could have just done it on all Grüngeist beer, right? So it wouldn't be over bitter, but you'd get it would strip all aromatics and flavor in the boil from the boil portion. Then if we hit it at 30 and then at 15 and at 10 and 5 and then in the whirlpool as well. Now that we're talking about this, that's
you're doing all Grüngeist beer
and just call it the Green Ghost.
We'll be down soon. We'll brew it with you. Like, come on now.
That'll be fun.
100%. All
right.
I'm actually kind of super down for that.
Why don't we do a small batch, and if you guys were to come down, we can do an event. Maybe do a live thing or whatever.
We'll just
That'd
have
be
this
fun.
episode airing the entire time.
All of it, yeah, on all of the TVs.
And you have to serve it out of a bat.
Out of a actually out of a back.
A bat. I just love giving someone this because it doesn't stand. It doesn't do anything. This
You have to hold it.
But
It's hard
if you create it into a vacuum, the vacuum has that flat thing on the bottom. It'll stand.
You know what? For your birthday, I'm gonna make you a stand for your back, so you can actually sit it down. And you can actually just sit there.
God, I love it. I love it.
All right.
Well, similar again, and the reason I brought that up is because we did talk about this a little bit last week about some of the alpha acids and where that comes into play with either abusing or using the hop correctly to make sure that you get what you want out of it. But it is always interesting though, because the internet's a wild place, and if you really go down that rabbit hole, there's Joe Schmo home brewer who's like, well, whatever they tell you, I added it here and it turned out great. And you're like, did it though?
According to who did it turn out great?
Exactly. Yeah. According to 3 of your friends that came over and drank for free out of your garage.
Right.
Free beer is always a good beer.
Oh, 100%.
He always says, if it's free, it's for me.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
See how everyone's doing.
All right. The bat still cleaning up.
Whoosh.
Can't hide it.
I don't know, man. Total Shirt though is
coming up.
On the trail.
All right. So the Grüngeist hop is typically used in 50% or less of a recipe. What other hop is the most common to use with the Grüngeist? Citra, Chinook, Styrian Wolf, or Amarillo? Yeah.
Wow. Whoever did Amarillo, that was a fast.
That was quick.
Pick.
Yeah.
That was quick, but that is the correct answer. And I'm sure there's a really good reason why. Long silence.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
As a joke.
Wait, well, I'm sorry. Hit me with that question again.
Why Amarillo? What makes that the optimal pairing?
I prefer the Hispanic version of Amarillo hops.
Amarillo.
So the reason for that is because that is a hop that is on the opposite end where Grüngeist is more that aromatic and that flavor. Yep. Amarillo is that bittering hop that gives you that punch of for an IPA, but it also does have some other flavor profiles attached to it as well. Yeah, but it is higher on the alpha acids, whereas Grüngeist is not.
Yeah, and I think with a couple of these hops specifically, even it's funny the flavor profiles, regardless of where they fall in the alpha acid scale, some of those just play better together. Even if they're not the same flavor profile, when you find 2 that marry each other well in a beer, as long as one's bitter and one's aroma, that's a pretty easy working.
It's like our marriage.
Correct. I'm bitter and you smell good.
We're terrible. Who knows? Depends on the day. Definitely forgotten deodorant before.
Yeah, it checks out. Oh, Das Bat is on fire.
On fire.
I know there's so many bats.
Batted to me is up there though.
It's coming
I'm telling you.
Coming up.
Like the Jeffersons. All right. Shojo brews what beer with Grüngeist hops? And you can pronounce all these for me.
Kanpai, Kodama, Kitsune, Sour, and Hidoni.
Whatever.
Hinode.
What?
Sorry.
Hinode.
It's fine. Just a little dyslexia.
Tiffany's much better at that than I am.
Well, I lived there for 4 years, so.
That does help.
Yeah.
You lived at Shojo for 4 years?
Yep.
Obviously,
It's a great place.
So yeah, this is actually a throwback to the episode that we had you guys on, because this was the beer that we got to have from y'all when you
It'll be
were.
coming back soon, by the way.
Oh, really?
That is exciting.
Original recipe, or you tweak it? Have you done something
No,
different
the
with
same. That's one. Actually, all of those except for Kanpai are core beers.
it? Okay.
That's awesome.
And which one is Kampai? I don't remember.
Kanpai is a rice lager that was brewed with sake yeast, and it was a collaboration with Unbranded.
Ah, very
That
cool.
was actually the first ever beer we put out under the Shojo banner.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I did love Unbranded as well. They were really
Yeah.
good folks, and their beer was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the homies.
That's actually where. Am I allowed to curse on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can say whatever you
That's
want.
actually. Oh, I forgot. But that's actually where our shit show started at Unbranded, and then we
yeah.
continued on.
I recall I was showing I forget who I was showing, but I was showing that I was like a hand modeling and like
Yup.
eating and like
Yeah. She's like eating, and I'm taking pictures. I'm like, "You're doing great, sweetie. Keep going."
Yeah.
Keep eating.
and I was like, all right, you just move the food and or my hand.
Yeah, she's like,
I'm
"You move my
busy
hand
over
however
here."
you need to. It's fine."
I ate so much food while we were there.
That's
It's
right,
okay,
Vero.
vacation calories don't count.
Right. So you guys did y'all brewed Kodama with Prison Pals, and
Yeah,
that
we had
were-
Prison
we
Pals
did.
on.
That we did. So we did we did a 5-barrel batch unbranded. That was our first one. And then we took the one that y'all had was brewed at Prison Pals.
Yep.
That one we were able to brew a bigger batch and can it and distribute it.
Nice. And if you did miss our episode of that, Tiffany and I weren't available to be on that one, but Phil and Vero handled the show wonderfully, and
Yes.
Prison Pals are great folks as well, and the show was fantastic. If you get a chance to check that one out.
Yes. Yes. I was sad we couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Y'all did great.
Better than last week.
Streak
All right.
4.
God damn.
Did Dasbat get these questions prior to the?
There's a good chance.
Daniel's email has been hacked before,
Yeah.
so
I might have hit reply all, so everyone I've ever emailed it went to.
Oh my god.
That's how that works, right?
no.
Oh.
All right. Last one.
All right, so what year did Shojo's Dojo open its doors? 2020, 21, 22, or 23?
Or all of the above.
God, I love that even better. What a weird one. So yeah, I mean,
that better be Dasbat that answered that right.
God, I hope it's like one random person at the bottom wwho just got this one right at the
And
end.
they just guessed
Baby.
it. They didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. So no, this is crazy though, because I feel like from when we had you on the show originally and then hanging out with you, I feel like it's been like 10 years.
That's
like-
just getting old.
Yeah, I know it's just getting old, but I'm just saying I feel like you've been around longer than I
I
know
mean, we have
Right.
technically our tap room opened in 2023.
Mhm.
Our brand started 2020
Yep.
during
Yep.
quarantine.
Yep.
This guy is very, what's that word that I always use with you?
Sexy.
sexy.
Aside from
Got
that. Like if he has something, a thought in his brain, like he has
impulsive.
to
Impulsive is the word.
he always has that idea. He's like, let's do it. 50% of them, I'm like, stop, you're being crazy. The other 50, I'm like, okay, let's see if he actually executes, and then I'll let him figure it out and go through with it.
I'll give him a short leash
Yeah,
first.
I honestly thought when he brought it up to my attention, let's open up our own brewery. I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. And I thought he was just bored because we were in quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he starts looking up logos and like starts looking things up, and I'm like, oh shit, this is really happening. What the hell? And now here we are.
We are talking about the man running a
Yes.
marathon in a speedo.
Facts.
So yes, when he gets an idea,
He really goes
He
with
sees
it.
it through.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see who came out on top, Phil. Obviously, it's gotta be.
Das Bat.
It's gotta be.
All right,
Oh,
Oxy.
Okay. Oh.
Oh
no.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh,
That
Got it to
from
me.
behind.
Wow.
got that last one.
Yeah, I don't think you should say bat it to me from behind. That's probably gonna get us.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's gonna get us banned before swearing, I think. I love it.
So for the viewers, that I think it was question number 3, that Amarillo Grüngeist one, that is actually Lawyers Don't Surf. That is not one of our beers.
Okay.
It was with the first brewery that I started
Strange
at, over
Beast.
at Strange Beast. And then now it's continued to be brewed over at Lincoln's Beer,
Which is all under the
which
same
is also
hospitality.
where I brewed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we were at Lincoln's Beard with y'all as well. We spent some time in there. That
He
whole
was still working there.
yeah, and that whole strip and that whole space
Yeah.
between Unseen Creatures, Lincoln's Beard. Now you guys are there,
Right.
I mean, even when the meadery was there, it was a
Yeah.
blast as well. Like just to cover that parking lot spread.
Yeah, and parking is free. You can walk everywhere. Like especially in Miami where parking is not free at most places. Like
Right.
that's a really big deal.
Yep. Yeah, it is. I do recall that.
Do you guys have a complicated parking map though?
Yes.
No,
Don't lie to me about dumb shit.
No, you can literally park anywhere as long as you don't block a garage door in our space. Just
Okay.
because there's a lot of artists that live in their own little warehouse,
Yep.
and the garage actually serves for like a real garage for them. So
Okay.
blocking the garage, they're blocked into space.
But if you Uber or Lyft, you get 10% off your receipt. So
That is awesome.
Smart. What if I park across the street and Uber over?
you'll still get 10%.
Can you imagine
I'm all about playing that game, man.
Can you imagine that Uber? That Uber driver would be like, "What the fuck is wrong?"
I'd be
with
like, dude, listen, I'll tip you $20. I'm just trying to make a point. Just come on.
I'll get you 10% off your beer.
I
Yeah.
think Uber frowns on that. So now I do want to touch a little bit on the sake portion of what you guys are doing, because that's, I think for most people, A, if you've never had it, or B, if you are a big beer drinker, sake comes across like in a whole different world. Like it may be completely off your radar, maybe seem extremely alien to what you're used to. Where does sake come from for y'all? Like why the beer and sake mix up, so to speak?
So do you want to go first? Or?
You can go.
So we've always loved sake, and when we first started brewing like sake, like when we first started brewing beer, sake was like not something I ever really thought of doing. But as I started brewing more and more, I was like, hey, you know what? I kind of want to brew sake.
Sure.
So I did I researched for a year. And then the first batch that I did, we were able to release on our grand opening. So it just like was kind of really cool that was able to like coincide with each other.
Yeah.
And for me, really, I just, whenever someone asks me like, oh, do you like brewing beer or sake more? I mean, I love brewing both, like they're both amazing products that like bring people together and you can have a good time drinking them. The thing that I will say is that, and I know some people might disagree with me because they're both hard in their own, facilities, but sake is just so tedious. And
like the difference also, like, I mean,
Nope.
like you keep going and going, but like I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, sake is not done in one day. Like beer, you have a brew day and you're done, and then you put it in tanks and it ferments, it does its thing. You don't have to stir it. With sake, you have to wash rice simultaneously, like more than once. Then you have to let it dry. Then you have to steam it. Then I guess you do like that wort or whatever that you do with the beer. I'm just like, explaining like beer wise?
No, so
I have to stir on a different day.
I think with my like with beer, like you make the wort, you pitch like once it's done, throw it through a heat exchanger, cool it down, pitch the yeast, and then you let it ferment, right? Obviously, there's still complications that can come along the way. You just got to make sure you're clean, tending to the beer, make sure it's okay. With an ale, 2 to 3 weeks, lager 4 to 6, and then you have your product. With sake, it's 2 weeks of work, but it's both the mash and fermentation happening at once. So it's a multi-parallel fermentation. So even though I'm like still adding to the wort, it's fermenting at the same time. So alcohol is building up as I'm still adding, rice and stuff to it. So it's really like a month of work, and 2 weeks of work, then 2 weeks of fermentation, and then you press the sake to separate the rice from the actual liquid, and then it's just like letting it lager essentially, so it can clarify and clear out.
And the sake takes longer than beer to be ready. I mean, our batches have taken. The first one took 6 months.
The first one took 6 months because I went in and I made like a very high alcohol sake, and it took like the whole process was done in like 2 months, but it took like another 2-3 months before like the flavor profile set out, because it was tasting like
alcohol,
like fusel. It was like hot, and it was like it finished like at 21%.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And the second batch was ready when like 2.
So the second batch,
3 months.
I also figured out some problems like why that happened in the first batch, and I fixed those problems for the second batch. It was ready in 2 months, and it was still the same alcohol, but it tasted like a lot smoother and a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
And now we just we're on the third batch now, and just luckily
we're crossing fingers that it'll be ready for March 8th when we open next door.
Very cool. And that's not luck of the draw or by chance. I mean, it's your third batch. If it's not getting better in the process and smoother in the process and flavors are better, you might be doing it wrong. And I don't think that's the case. So it's not luck of the draw. Don't discount yourself.
Well, this third batch that we did so like the first 2 batches, like I did 5-gallon batches, but end of the day, you end up yielding like a gallon and a half, 2 gallons.
Okay.
This third batch I upped the volume to 30 gallons, but we're finishing with like 12. It's crazy the amount of loss.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
It seems heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Bro,
you don't understand.
So many people have been asking us, are you guys going to distro sake after pressing the sake and seeing the end result? I'm like, no. It's like so much work that goes into it. Now I understand why Japanese breweries that have been doing this for centuries or more, when suppliers reach out to them, they're like, hey, let me take your stuff to America. They're like, they literally don't care to bring it to America. You literally have to beg them, and they're like, fine, you can take this like line of my sakes, but they don't care because it's just so much work to get the product that you get at the end. Like, it's better to just sell it for your local community to enjoy and in your tap room, which is your community,
Yep.
I don't think that anybody else, I don't think that anybody else, if I were to distro it, if someone were to describe my sake, they wouldn't do it justice, not like we would if we were to serve it to people in the tap room. And like that matters to me, because bruh, the work that goes behind that is not fun.
So do you all have other sakes as well, or is it just the ones you have? Okay.
Oh, we carry so many sakes, like I would say like close to 100 on our menu from Japan. Like all over Japan, mostly because we want to teach people. We're also a sake bar, which is something that we don't have in Miami. Like if you want to have sake, you have to go to like an omakase restaurant, or you have to go to a sushi restaurant, and you can't really drink in those places like if it was a bar, because they want you to eat food.
Right.
So at our spot, while we do have food and we have like bites and stuff, the main thing is for you to come and drink and learn. And one thing that we're very proud of is we're both sake sommeliers. So when people come in, like we always tell them, we're like, hey, this is not to sound snobby, but we spent that money to learn so that we can educate you for free. Because I feel like a lot of people, and I'm only going to speak for South Florida because this is where I live, like the education here for sake, a lot of people don't know what it is. They don't know that there's more than one style. Sake is very versatile, just as versatile as beer and wine. And once a month, we actually also do sake pairing dinners with different foods, whether it's like fried chicken. We're doing now with omakase, which is, in my opinion, very basic, but still fun because it's a pairing that everyone knows and loves together with sake. Next month is going to be an Italian night, like full Italian, like pizza, pasta, meatballs, because sake pairs with everything. And that's one thing that we want people to learn and understand and love, you know?
Our first pairing dinner was actually with
Korean food.
Korean fried chicken wings, tater tots, and a karaage chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
sounds
amazing.
But we also like one cool, like really huge thing that is happening soon. I'm actually going to Japan for 2 months. I got accepted for a sake internship, so I'm going to be brewing at a sake brewery for 2 months.
That's
Very cool.
amazing.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'm really stoked about that.
That is awesome. That's
And
awesome.
then Mari's going to hold down the fort, and then at the end of my 2 months, because like what's crazy is that because I was asking all these questions, I was like, oh, so when do I arrive? Like, who else got selected? They're like, oh, you. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, so this is serious then.
So it's like that. All right, cool. Mind you, it's like in this very rural like city. So like I think the whole city is like 6,000 people.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think because there's like 6,000 people on my block here. In our neighborhood. So I'm gonna go. I'm staying in a dorm room at the brewery because like the brewery is like so old that they have dorm rooms for the amount of workers that they have there. So I'm gonna be staying in the dorm rooms. I'll be there for 2 months, and then at the end of the trip, or like towards the tail end, Mari's gonna come join me, and then we're just gonna hop around Japan.
That's
Very
amazing.
cool, man.
I love it.
Love it.
The three of us can, hold down the fort while you're both gone.
Yeah.
Come
Come, dude.
yeah, we'll take
Alright,
care
Give
of
me
that.
the vacuum cleaner key ring to the building, and we'll make sure it happens.
Yeah.
I'll mail you the keys tonight.
Oh, I love it. And Phil, I see down in the slides down there, we do want to mention that the shirt that you're wearing is from a very old episode.
And it's available for purchase.
And it is available for purchase. We used to make shirts every time we had something we thought was funny on the show. We used to make a shirt like every damn week.
Well, we're going to have to do the Does It That shirt.
We do.
I know. That's why I was mad that we came up with it, or that Andy came up with it.
Yeah, because now Phil's like, now I got to make a shirt again, damn it.
I mean, I haven't made a shirt in weeks.
He's like, I already made all the cut scenes. Now I got to make shirts.
You should just try drinking beer, Phil. It's really easy.
That's what I hear. Instead, I'm drinking Mojito Desperado.
Oh,
So wait, Does It Back?
Rating.
Yeah.
We got to find out. Allow me to fill this bat up.
Well, I got to see this full screen again.
What's your rating scale?
For batting, it's whether just at bats or not. That's
Oh.
literally it.
It's a win or lose. That's it.
Yeah.
Pass
All right, let
fail.
us know. Let us know.
Dude,
There's just no smooth way to drink out of that.
There really isn't. It comes down so fast.
Don't smell
know,
it like it's gonna help.
Well, the thing
He tastes
is,
it, he's like, I don't understand what I just tasted. Let me smell it.
this is the beauty of the bat. It does allow for the scent to really shoot up into your face. And so I got a lot of mint coming up. So I'm going to say
Oh,
it bats. It
What are
bats.
you-
It bats though.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of the mojito because of the bat.
Ooh, gonna have to
Yeah.
try some Desperado.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, I thought you poured all of it.
He was cautious about whether
if
it was
you
gonna
pour
bat or
all
not.
of it into the bat, you have to drink it at that point.
Yeah,
there's-
because if
it's
it
still in
doesn't
the
bat,
bottle,
then
you
I'm
make a
stuck
decision.
with it.
Yeah.
God bless.
Can you imagine like refunneling from the bat into like a
Little fucking funnel. It's going back into the bottle.
I'll tell you, this thing's easy to clean. Easy.
I can't.
I love
You
it.
know what they should make? A collapsible bat. Because you were just talking about the pocket funnel.
That's called a
collapsible
police
bat.
baton. And if you see a collapsible bat, you're probably in the wrong place.
I was gonna say, just run.
Yeah, just run.
Oh no!
Oh, fuck, a collapsible bat. Oh, wait a minute, I'm at a rally.
Next shirt, collapsible bat.
All right. Well, listen, you guys, we're gonna let y'all run. We gotta wrap things up, but I do want to give you one more second. One, I want to say thank you so much. It's always good to see y'all. I appreciate you being on. I love what you guys do. We had so much fun with you, both on the show and in person when we got to spend some time together. But other than your grand reopening, you're going to Japan. Like, holy shit! Is there anything else exciting going on? Please rub it in.
I don't know.
I mean,
Aside from that, I mean, that's as exciting as it gets. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Right now, aside from that, we're just freaking tired. I feel like I told him today, I'm like, I feel like when we were redoing the meadery to like when we took over for Shojo, we had to do that so quick because we took over the spot and rent was coming through real quick. And we're like, let's go. That was the first baby. Now we feel like we're having a second baby. And we already know what to prepare because we did the first one already. But we're still like tired. We're still like nervous. We're excited but scared. It's like
the one big difference now though, and bless up to that, is we do have staff. So
yeah, thank God.
We are able to, while still be at Shojo every day, just be there during like non-open hours. And then like the staff comes and takes over when we do the opening.
And we are there for events and stuff because we understand that people tie us to the brand and we know we have to be there. Also, like I would never have opened the brewery if I wasn't going to be there, you know. But like on days like Thursdays, like today, where they're more chill, we don't have events, we're able to be home and do stuff like this.
Yeah,
Great.
Which is awesome and very appreciated.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you guys for having us.
No, 100%.
Again.
We love you guys so much.
Yeah. Well, anytime, honestly.
Yeah.
We have no one on the show. We are more than happy to pull you on. I assume.
I thought you were just saying we have no one on the show. I'm like, I'm
I said
right
if.
here.
Oh
We
my
have no
God.
one else.
I'm like, I'm literally here every fucking week.
I mean,
but-
except for the other week that we weren't
except for
here.
that.
I will say I did really like that idea. Whenever y'all do plan coming back down, let's do that all Grüngeist.
Yeah.
I'm for it. Yeah,
We'll call it Green Ghost on a vac.
and it'll be like the original I Dream of Genie like side profile,
my
but it's a
God.
vacuum cleaner instead of a broom.
Vacuum.
You can make it kind of look like Luigi's mansion because that's green.
Yeah.
He wears the
Oh,
vacuum cleaner on his back.
Yes.
Huh?
Done. We already
Let's
got
get
the
your
link.
let's get your first season assist. You know, like let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't get one,
It'll be Marty with a mustache and the backpack and a little green ghost. And me as a green ghost.
oh my
out.
God. No, I could be all you guys as Green Ghosts.
Hey, we got
Chasing me.
time.
As little
Yeah.
brews.
Oh, little
love
blues.
this.
Yeah, the little ghosts.
All right, let's get this on the schedule.
Yeah.
Just give us a day when you think you would be coming and what? We need like maybe like a month notice.
Yeah.
Because in a month it should be ready.
Yeah.
So month notice so we can brew it.
And
Beforehand,
get the
And so that when you guys come, the beer's ready.
Or did you want to brew the beer?
Oh,
I mean,
we'll
Okay, let's do it both.
We love
Yeah.
brewing the beer
we
and
come
doing
down,
the
we
event.
brew, and then we'll come back. Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect. Awesome.
Turn and burn.
Turn and burns.
Turn and burn, baby.
Just like theater school.
One
No.
big thing, looking at the screen that I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
This is all going away.
Oh yes, he's shaving before he leaves. He can't go with the beard.
Yeah, not a thing over there.
Oh
So also because of cleanliness.
Yeah.
That has a ton of germs, and if you see him eating, you would understand.
Right? No,
I
understood.
am the cleanest eater. I don't know what she's talking
I
about.
really have
Not at all.
no idea
Not
what
at
you look
all.
like under there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
worried-
even seen that.
I'm
Like,
worried you
I-
don't even have a chin.
He has
Oh,
a
I
chin.
have a nice strong
He has a
chin.
chin.
I will say that.
But
Okay.
I even tell him, like, our marriage might suffer. I'm like, I'm glad you're leaving the next day after the
She
shave.
she has never seen me without a beard.
I'm gonna show you a picture. I know you guys have to wrap up, but this is the last
Oh, this
thing
is
just
worth
so
it.
that you guys can see him
And I'm
without a
gonna,
beard.
I'm gonna show you a picture too. Hold on.
It's insane.
I love he went to get a Polaroid out of the
Yeah.
other room.
That's how long it's been.
Okay.
All right.
He does have a face under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look how yummy he looks, but like without that, I don't know.
You don't know what's
I
going
don't
on.
know.
I
under
can't
there.
do it. I can't do it.
I was gonna say Daniel shaved his beard off for a 90s.
Yeah, I
Okay.
shaved just to like a cop
They said you
mustache.
should shave it during the show.
When we brew,
You get extra spice in our beer we brew because there's some beard in there.
Beard
Oh.
day.
that is gonna ferment so hard.
Extra
All right.
alcohol.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Born
He
ready.
was also bald there, which is not cute.
No.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
God.
Ah,
It's
I don't
like a
know
whole
what that
other
is.
person.
You
What?
are. That is like a whole other person. That is crazy.
Wow.
That does not back or back.
No.
Wow. Wow.
I thought we loved each other.
That's what I thought.
God.
Till death do us part. It didn't say, our vows did not say till beard do us part. So
Yeah.
It did say death.
God.
All right. Well, we gotta let you go.
Yeah,
But,
thanks for sending pictures.
Yeah, we love you
Thank
guys.
you. And we'll be in touch about coming down
yes,
and make
keep
that
us
beer.
posted. Hell yeah. I'm so
100%.
excited for that.
That sounds
All
like
right.
a blast. Always good to see you. Be safe.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Man,
All right.
I'm jealous they're going to Japan.
That is pretty cool. That is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
We just had
I'm excited to make a beer with them because we
Yeah.
got that on record now. They did it live on the show, which means they have to do it.
They have
they
to
have
do
to
it.
do it now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
called a legally binding contract.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Agreed. And there's multiple witnesses.
At
Yeah.
least 6.
I would love if we called it "Does It Bat"
I'm
or
okay
"Does
with
it Back" and actually do the vacuum cleaner thing.
that. Either one is fine by me.
Yeah. I love
Um,
that these stupid shirts that I've made are turning into beers.
This would be the second one.
This will be the second one. That's right. I love
We
it.
need to go back and look at some of these other shirts and see what we can make.
Yeah, we could really start brewing some beer if we fucked around.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna have some more time, so there's gonna be a lot more shirts. Let's just say that.
That's fair. I got time.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I will support you and your shirt making.
We technically have one more show where we're going to be focusing on hops. We haven't decided which one we're going to do yet. I think we are going to try to bring back some people that we haven't seen in a while or that we've had on the show in episodes past. It's kind of fun. So make sure you stay along with us and follow us every week, and we'll come up with some dumb shirt for next week. I don't know yet.
It's
We'll
what we
see.
do best.
It's literally the only thing we do well. And this show was almost an hour long. So that is scary.
Yeah. That and ending the show. We do a really good job of ending the show.
Literally,
We should just end it.
Oh shit. Well, I guess it's over.
Boy, like high school.
wow. No
quick
one
release.
even gave me a warning.
Yeah, I guess we'll
Like,
come
hey,
back
it's
next
an
week and
end
try this
soon.
again.
Wasn't ready.
I was born ready.
Was not ready.
But does it bat?